So there is something that I've been trying to understand for the longest period of time. And because I don't have a proper name for it, I'm going to call it the narcissist handover ritual. So let's say you guys know these governments. Let's say, for example, there's a new government has come into, has been elected new for office. So there's that ceremony. It's like a ceremony where, the old government will give over the tools to the new government so that, they will know where to start. When they start running government, they just need to know where this government stopped so they can kind of take over from there and maybe even implement some other new ideas in their own governments. Now, this thing also happens in narcissistic relationships and partnerships. A narcissist gets in your life, and this it's not very common with this low grade, I don't know, whatever narcissist is usually very common with the high grade ones. A narcissist enters your life, and they are going to be asking a lot of questions about your ex. Now, let me say, for example, you was dating a narcissist, and you may sometimes get into a new relationship, and you're going to start explaining all these things that your ex used to do to you. Oh, I used to catch them in bed with my sister. I used to catch them in bed with this one. So you're now explaining the things that particular ex of yours did to you. And sometimes what you actually don't understand is that you're simply explaining these things to simply the next narcissist, okay? Now, you guys have gone through a discard, of course, and you have met this other person. The person is going to ask a lot of detailed questions about your ex. They are going to know all the little things they used to do, what they did, and this and that, how they treated you, and stuff like that. Now, if a person is not a narcissist, they are not pretty much bothered about your ex. They may ask you a few things here and there, just know a little bit of your background and whatever. Oh, yeah, well, maybe you was dated and then you broke up and something like that. But these guys are going to go into the details. So you're going to explain to them everything. And the reason why you're explaining to them everything is simply because they need to know where they need to take off. They need to know, first of all, they need to know what has happened to you in that relationship, because remember that you're now dealing with the next narcissist. This other one is gone. You're not dealing with the next one. And they have got to know where to start. So they will ask you some questions, and they need to know, okay, so you have already gone through that experience. How are they going to be able to maneuver when it comes to that particular situation? How are they going to deal with you when it comes to that exact particular situation? So there is things that they want to know. And the reason of the investigation is to know how are they going to handle you in that new situationship. Sometimes, like for me in my case, when I run into the spiritual narcissist, is why I've told you that this thing normally happens when you are dealing with the big narcissists, not these small, low-range ones. So they can try to find a way of seeing. They want to see that particular narcissist that she was dealing with. So it can be a case, for example, they may tell you, oh, when are you going to pick up the kids? I want to come with you. So they're going to follow you along to go to your ex-narcissist to pick up the children, because they want to see that narcissist that you was dating. Okay? So they want to know. It's like curiosity. They are a little bit curious, and they want to find out what exactly that person looks like. How big are her breasts? How big is her bum? Tone of her skin. They want to see something, little things. And then they are going to go back home and upgrade. So that's when now you're starting to see them. They are going for those BBLs, butt lifts, and these things like that. They are going for breast enlargement. Now they are starting to copy the hair of that ex-narcissist you was dating. They try to copy the hair. So you're going to see them moving up a little bit and upgrading. Because now they know that was your preference. But at the same time, it is like they want to take over from where you stopped. This is something is very, very deep. This is very deep knowledge. It is very likely that maybe not many people can understand. But I know that some people who have been in long-term situationships with the narcissists, they know where I'm coming from. So that thing is an upgrade ritual. Is a handover. It's called a handover ritual, where they are taking over from the old narcissist, and they can go and continue their job. Because I've told you, these things are just body jumping situations, whereas just is the same energy, a similar energy that is going to just jump to the next person, and they're still going to come in, find their way into your lives, and continue doing the same things. So it's just an energy thing going on, body jumping and stuff like that. But there is always going to be something. Sometimes if they do not have access to your ex, they may try to find out where your ex lives, and they are going to stalk your ex. So they may sometimes park the car somewhere, and they are going to watch what your ex is doing, the way she moves out of the house, taking the kids, and they are going to see everything about that person. So that is exactly what happens when you're dealing with narcissists. There is always that thing called the handover ritual. Okay? So you guys only have to know that when a discard has happened and you're broken up with a narcissist, you're simply going to move from one of them to another one. Okay? So it is simply going to be a transfer of some situationship, abuse from one narcissist to another. So the other one needs to know where they need to start. Okay? They need to know what has been your challenges. How did you handle that relationship? So they're going to investigate a little bit further, and then they're going to find out what exactly they need to do. Okay? So that's how this whole thing goes. The thing is very deep. So I know a lot of you guys may not understand this video, but believe me, like the ex have told you, they're going to investigate something about the previous narcissist that you was dealing with, because they need to know what to start. So sometimes if they don't have like physical access to those people, they may now go on social media. You may sometimes see them. So a lot of you guys who have left a narcissist, you might see very strange behavior of some people that are stalking you online. It can be one of the girlfriends or boyfriends of the ex-narcissist that you was dating. They are the ones that are stalking you. So they are coming online and trying to find out where you eat your food, what kind of food you eat, what you cook at home. So a lot of you guys who are used to these things of posting everything. The food you eat, you will post. The shoes you bought, you post. The cars you drive, you post. So those people, they're monitoring you, you know. And sometimes it can also happen that the ex-narcissist you left behind is also monitoring the new narcissist. So there's this thing going on between the two narcissists where they're monitoring each other. And that narcissist will go online. They can use fake profiles and they will continue to stalk you because they want to find out all those little details about that person. They want to find out about you because they need to understand how these things was going between you and the, you and the narcissist, how things was going, so that they will now know how to handle you, how to handle their narcissist at that point. So they want to know how things went between you and them. But sometimes, like I've said, they're going to do this behind the scenes. They will stalk you on social media. They may sometimes drive past your house, see what, a little bit about what you're doing. Sometimes they may find an excuse. Maybe you're going home, you forgot some of your things at the house. And they will be like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to drive you and we're going to go pick up those things. So they want to come with you. They want to have a clue of the person that you was dating, so that now they will know how to do all the maneuvers they need in the new relationship, because sometimes they can be a little bit confused. They don't know about the things you're used to. They don't know about the lifestyle you've been living in that relationship. So they want to have a little bit of this information. So that's thing, I've called it the handover ritual, where they are taking over the assignments from your ex-narcissist to themselves, okay? To carry on doing the things that ex-narcissist most likely has failed to do. And especially if you're the person who has gone through a discard. Let's say, for example, you have discarded that narcissist. So they need to be prepared. They need to move one step ahead of you, and they need to know how that discard happened. They're going to be asking you a lot of those questions so that they can prepare themselves in advance, because they are also most likely know that you're also going to discard them at some point. So they need to have all these power games and stuff like that, so that they can know how to manage that relationship. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that handover ritual. If you do understand what I'm talking about, let us know in the comment section below if it is something that has happened to you. You guys do know I love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's the most signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.